Back to the White House, Jackie Heinrich has some new information for us. Jackie.
Yeah, I just went up to the press area to get an understanding of what we're watching. This is what I was told. The president has kicked Zelensky out of the White House. His delegation right now is telling him that he's got to go home. The president felt disrespected. Officials in the room felt that beyond the language barrier that we've heard some discussion about, Zelensky's body language, shrugging and eye-rolling, was ungrateful, disrespectful, and the president feels that Zelensky is not ready for peace, and he can come back when he's ready to talk about peace, but he's not in that position right now, and Zelensky is being told he's got to go. The lunch that they were supposed to have is sitting right outside the hallway, and the press staffers are going to be eating that lunch. This is really pretty incredible. We see the
Jackie,
SUV,
hang on with us
Zelensky's
one moment.
SUV.
If you look to your left, you're going to see him. Let's watch.
Mr. President, is the deal off? President Zelensky, can you tell us what happened?
This after Zelensky was like, please, I literally want to do a deal with you. The minerals deal was Zelensky's idea. But Republicans are just like, well, sounds like he just doesn't want peace. And then a spokesperson for the Kremlin was like, well, sounds like Zelensky just doesn't want peace. Maybe he should step down. And when the official US administration stance aligns exactly with the official Kremlin stance, that is something that should be ringing alarm bells, especially given Trump's other statements in recent days that align with Russian propaganda, such as that Ukraine actually started the war, which is patently false, and that Zelensky is a dictator. Also false. He was democratically elected, and the election meant to be held last year has been delayed because of the emergency circumstances in the country, which is similar to what happened in Great Britain during World War II, for example. In fact, the Russian spokesman even said that the rapidly changing US foreign policy configurations largely coincide with Russia's vision. Yikes. Which is why I think this entire meeting was pretext for further siding with Russia and degrading our alliances with Europe and removing aid to Ukraine. And seeing how Trump and his little nerd in the corner JD, who dresses just like Daddy Donald in a blue suit, white shirt, and red tie, reacted when Zelensky so much as gently pushed back on the assertion that Trump shouldn't trust Putin on his word and asked for continued protection from a longtime ally that was already doing that, indicates to me that they are incredibly sensitive to any sign of pushback or non-subservience. Republicans were commenting on how rude it was, not only that Zelensky didn't wear a suit, but also that he had his arms crossed and was shaking his head. Meanwhile, JD and Trump are literally yelling at his face and acting incredibly aggressive. And the fact that they were willing to say and do this on the record in public in front of the world indicates to me that this expectation of complete subservience underlies every single interaction Trump has, and that he is willing to go to great lengths to retaliate when that subservience isn't met. Imagine what's happening behind closed doors if they're comfortable doing this in public.